Valdez, Alaska, notoriously known for one of the largest man-made environmental disasters in U.S. history when the Exxon Valdez ran aground and leaked millions of gallons of oil into the ocean. Despite the dark past, the area is making a comeback and one of the most beautiful places we have ever seen. We explore the breathtaking Prince William Sound and then make our way up the very scenic Hatcher Pass. Wild blueberry season is absolutely peaking here, and we try our hand at harvesting them from the mountainside. We're Brian and Emily, and this is our adventure pup Wes. Last month, we took the ultimate leap of leaving our life in Lake Tahoe and long-term careers behind to travel and see all this world has to offer. Come along for the adventure out there, and don't forget to like and subscribe to follow as we continue our journey. After leaving McCarthy, we really had two options: drive the 5+ hours towards Anchorage or head south for a couple of hours to Valdez. We didn't need to be in Anchorage for another week, so we decided to point it south and headed towards Valdez. The only thing we really knew was about the oil spill in the 80s that we remembered as kids, but we could not have been more surprised when we started through the canyon. Wow, like, are you kidding me? We explored town for a bit and of course their local brewery when we decided that we needed to get out on the water and see the Prince William Sound the next day, which also happened to be a very special day, our 5-year wedding anniversary. We boarded the Lulu Bell with Captain Fred, who has been doing this for over 50 years. In March 1989, the Exxon Valdez ran aground between the land and the island you see here. The result was 11 million gallons of oil leaking into the sound, which impacted more than 1,300 miles of shoreline and unfortunately killed hundreds of thousands of birds and marine life, including otters, bald eagles, killer whales, seals, and more. It took more than 4 summers to clean up, and at its peak involved 10,000 workers and 1,000 boats, and a ton of Dawn dish soap. Anyone remember these cute commercials? 35 years later, and it is so great to see the beautiful area making a comeback. After seeing the humpback whale, we were on the search for puffins. We were super impressed with Captain Fred's boat driving skills and how close he would get to the rocks to look inside the crevices. In that little hole was our very first puffin. Puffins! We saw 2 different species, the horned puffin and the tufted puffin. We passed lots of sea lions, and then it started to feel like we were on a real-life National Geographic expedition as we got closer to the glacier. These adorable sea otters on icebergs. Does it get any cuter? I don't think so. While we couldn't make it all the way to the Columbia Glacier that day due to the ice field, there are a few other smaller glaciers in the area that we got right up next to.
We've actually been up inside one of those. So this is remnants of what used to be the Columbia Glacier.
We had a great couple of days in Valdez. So beautiful here.
Mind-blowing.
Right? It's literally, it rivals Switzerland, it rivals Kauai. The mountains around are just gorgeous. And we had an awesome time on that cruise yesterday. And we left this morning from the RV park we were staying at. We needed to get caught up on laundry and power and showers.
Supplies.
Yeah. But then we took off to try and find a spot on the riverbanks, and I don't know.
When we see somewhere that says no trespassing, even though I overlander might say it's okay, we're not into that. We don't want to get the knock at night.
No.
You know, if it says no trespassing, then it's no trespassing. So
Totally. There were some other vans there, and we probably could have gotten away with it, but we just didn't feel great. So we're going to continue on back up the Keystone Canyon from Valdez. If you ever get the chance to come to Valdez, this canyon is worth the drive all alone. It is mind-blowing. So we'll show you guys some of that, and then we'll see what we get into. We're not really sure where we're going to stay tonight, but that's all part of the adventure. Where are you gonna get?
oh man.
Peppered? I knew it.
Elk. Turned off cold today. Oh well.
It's like Christmas. Got the killer buffalo hot, the killer peppered elk. And Emily won't eat any of it.
I could be your security. There's no
So it's the next day. We stayed at a campground last night that was just okay, nothing special, but did the job. And now we are at beautiful Hatcher Pass. This place is supposed to be really good for blueberry picking. Got some. Hopefully we can get some more, enough to at least make a pancake or two. But man, it's just gorgeous up here.
Wildflowers, the ferns. Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Come above the tree line. That's where the berries are. That's what they say. I found some. Not quite right.
So this is what you're looking for here. And they do look like a lot of people have come through here already. There's not that many. Good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be making a pie.
Might not be making a pie. Some more. I found some bacons. The mother load.
I just got these little guys.
Look at this one.
Oh, that's a good one. Nice.
We're definitely making some pancakes.
Yeah.
And a couple more handfuls. This is pretty fun. I like foraging. Picking wild blueberries in wild Alaska.
This might be the biggest one I found all day. And I don't know if it should go in a pancake. I think it needs its own moment of glory. Oh, that one was really good.
Wish I had one. This is some of the best jerky I've ever had in my life. And I haven't even busted into the spicy buffalo yet.
you guess what we're having yet?
It's not tacos.
How much more can you carry?
One.
One? Got 4 more things. Can you do it? The other 2 things are little. Okay, I lied. There's 3.
That's a lot of trust.
Okay. Put it down.
Give me the meats. We have found ourselves at another state rec site. We got skunked again at another river. We were hoping to camp on the riverbed. Apparently it started to rise about 2 days ago, and when we got there today, big no-go. Like the river crossings that we would have had to do were pretty sketchy, and there was a camper out there who's probably been there for a minute, and he might be there for a while. So we're back at the state rec sites. It's okay, but if anyone does have any recommendations on riverbed camping while we're in Alaska, please let us know in the comments below. Let's eat. We get a lot of questions about what this wok thing is that we cook on. This is called a scotle. This particular one is made by Timbo Tusk. I think, if I'm correct, these originated in Africa, and they use old farm equipment to make these dishes and cook on, and we absolutely love this thing. There was a big learning curve with it. It can cook super hot, it can burn stuff, and we've learned that low and slow and oil and butter and liquids really help. But I think the biggest thing we found that helped is an actual wok lid, and the meals on this trip have been outstanding. So yeah, check them out if you're interested. We will leave a link to this in the description below, and let us know if you have one, if you've been thinking about them, if you have any tips on using them. But this guy right here has really changed the Timbo Tusk game. So when you get the Timbo Tusk, I don't know about the other brands, it comes ready to run on the isobutane cans, and we found those burn extra hot, so we switched to the green bottles. There's an attachment you can hook the green bottle up to, and then we ended up getting this Ignic. I think this is the equivalent of about 4 of the green bottles, or 5, and it has lasted a long time. They last a while. So we have the attachment with these just so we're not using the green bottles everywhere. And you can even hook up your regular Rhino propane bottles. So yeah, it's pretty easy to set up too. These legs are adjustable, they collapse, they go in a separate bag, and then there's a bag for this, and the lid fits in it too. We are not sponsored by Timbo Tusk, but if you're watching, we wouldn't mind being sponsored. We do love this thing. It's well built, and check them out.
Brian,
Yes.
guess what?
What?
You know, the usual.
Do I have all over my face?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like you're saving it for later.
I might be. This goob. We just saw the tallest peak in North America. High five.
Denali stands at 20,310 feet and is the tallest mountain on the continent. With its impressive height, it creates its own weather system, which often makes seeing the peak rather elusive. On this clear August morning, the weather was in our favor, and we got to take in all her glory. Next time on Adventure Out There, we explore the fun small town of Talkeetna, get to meet their furry mayor, and prep for what is our biggest adventure on this journey yet. We're both terrified and excited at the same time. Can you guess what it is? Tune back in to find out. See you soon.